Watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight for DC News Now at 9 o'clock. I'm Chris Flanagan.
And I'm Susan Tran. Let's take a live look outside right now on this Monday night. A hot one as we look at the Washington Monument. It looks beautiful and a nice blue sky, but, you know, we are sitting in heat and humidity.
Indeed. We know it's steamy out there. Chief Meteorologist Jackie Layer is here, but we do have a little promising news, at least for the end of the week.
Yeah, for the end of the week, and just in time to start off the month of August.
Yep.
We're talking about high temperatures. Upper 70s.
Nice.
Yes, I know. That's going to be nice and refreshing. There's still a chance for some showers, though, on Friday, but the weekend looking dry, but also looking like high temperatures will be in the lower 80s. I know we still have quite some time before we get to that, but something to look forward to, because I know tomorrow, as well as Wednesday, going to be hotter than what we had earlier today. Here's a view of those high temperatures we had. 94 in D.C. We're talking upper 90s in Frederick. We'll see similar high temperatures for Frederick out there tomorrow afternoon, too. But lower 90s up and down the I-81 corridor, but it felt much hotter than that when you factored in that humidity. Felt like we were into the triple digits earlier this afternoon. Temperatures out there right now still holding steady into the upper 80s in D.C., right around 80 in Waldorf, lower 80s in Frederick. We're seeing some of those upper 70s back over towards Winchester and Woodstock. We'll eventually notice those overnight lows dropping back down, low to mid 70s outside of the Beltway, likely upper 70s in the district for those overnight lows tonight. Highs tomorrow, hotter in the day today across the map. Mid to upper 90s out there for tomorrow. Feels like temperatures expected to climb anywhere from 100 to 105 degrees at times. So another day, you want to stay cool, stay hydrated, maybe hang out by the pool. Still going to be tracking ample amounts of sunshine out there for your Tuesday. But like I mentioned before, we'll finally see a cool down later this week. The latest details on that coming up.
All right, Jackie, thank you. Tonight, several families in Northeast, they are without the ability to cook on their stove.
Yeah, some are dipping into their own pockets because they claim the public utility company providing gas, well, it's failing to step in. DC News Now's Ben Dennis joining us live tonight.
All right, Ben, so some families invited you inside and trying to figure out how to get all of these problems fixed.
Yeah, all this started apparently Memorial Day weekend. Short and long-term residents of Just Street in Northeast are dipping into their own pockets, spending their hard-earned cash for alternatives because that gas is gone. They're also looking for their utility provider and City Hall to step up.
I can't cook my greens. I mean, I've tried to fry sliced chicken breast. That's okay. Yeah. Chicken livers.
Aletha Bush faces a serious problem. No gas, no way to cook on her stove. Dipping into her own pockets for hot plates and a small air fryer.
I guess roughly about $200. And I can't have my granddaughter over and my daughter because we usually have Sunday dinner. And then they had the audacity to charge me $14 for maintenance pipeline service fee. I said, oh, no.
It don't make sense.
Bush's neighbor, Angela Norris, also says she's been charged a fee for gas even without it.
We're still getting charged for something that we don't have.
Patricia Stamper advocates for neighborhoods in the Deanwood neighborhood in Ward 7. She's an advisory neighborhood commissioner.
I want their gas back on. I want my neighbors, Miss Norris, Miss Bush, Miss Devereaux.
Stamper shared with us emails she sent and received from D.C. City Councilman Phil Mendelson after looking into the issue. Mendelson saying a paving contractor working for D.C. Water hit the gas service. Unfortunately, they've been unable to turn gas on to each of the units because a wall has been constructed around the meter rack. And here it is, a small crawl space anyone would need to wiggle inside to access those meters, hidden between and inside two homes on the ground level of this block.
I want the gas back on. That's it.
Tonight, Washington Gas tells us we stand ready to restore service to the affected properties as soon as meter obstructions have been removed and it's safe and permissible to do so. Now, an email from Council Chairman Mendelson to the ANC in Ward 7 there said that he's putting money in the budget so that the Department of Buildings at City Hall can start looking into this issue and address the physical situation where those meters are. We're in the process of getting comment from the Department of Buildings. Ben Dennis, back to you.
Ben, thank you. We are following breaking news out of New York City. An off-duty police officer and two other people have been shot and killed inside of a skyscraper there in Midtown Manhattan. This is all according to our sister station there in New York City. Investigators saying the suspected gunman is also dead. This happened on the 32nd floor of a building that holds the headquarters for the NFL and some of the leading investment firms in the entire country. The FBI is also responding. This is a breaking news story, and we will be sure to bring along any updates on air or online at dcnewsnow.com.
All new tonight at 9, police searching for two drivers accused of a deadly hit and run in Prince George's County. It happened Saturday night on Central Avenue in Seat Pleasant. They say both drivers hit Antone Brooks and then took off. Brooks died in the hospital. Police say one of the cars may have been a white compact sedan. Well, some teachers in Maryland say they have not received their paychecks on time, or they're not getting their full amount.
That's right. The teachers union in Montgomery County is now filing a formal complaint saying the county is not honoring the teachers' contract.
Yeah, DC News Now's Yamari Sise joining us live tonight in studio. And Yamari, this has really been a problem now for several weeks.
Yeah, that's right. Definitely a lot of frustration surrounding this entire situation. Now, I spoke with the Montgomery County Educators Association, and they say every school, ever since the school system actually switched payroll systems, they've been dealing with a number of problems. The latest, teachers either not getting paid on time or not getting their full paycheck. Now they're filing a class action grievance in hopes of finally seeing some change.
It is really outrageous.
David Stein, president of the Montgomery County Education Association, is speaking out after dozens of teachers say they were left without full or on-time paychecks.
We need to make sure that our members are paid. They have bills themselves that need to be taken care of, and families to support. It can really be a hardship when people are counting on a paycheck coming at a particular point and then it's not there.
Stein says this all started after the school system rolled out a new payroll system, and this isn't the first time they've had problems.
We have hundreds of members who have had issues with the payroll procedures, and not just not being paid, but there are issues with leave balances and incorrect pay amounts.
Now, the association is filing a class action grievance with the school district under the bargaining agreement.
We're basically forcing them to deal with the situation and resolve these issues.
We reached out to Montgomery County Public Schools. They say the issue impacted employees who either started working after July 11th or submitted their time cards after that date. The district says those employees will be paid by Wednesday. In a statement, they also told us in part, MCPS sincerely regrets any financial personal strain this delay may have caused. MCPS is committed to working with our associations to ensure our team members are confident they will be compensated correctly and in a timely manner going forward. Now, the association says for teachers counting on their paycheck, this delay has been more than just frustrating. And we'll keep checking in to see if Wednesday's promise holds. Reporting in the studio, I'm Yamari Sise. Back to you guys.
Yamari, thank you. Now to a frightening scene in Northern Virginia. Police in Arlington searching for the three men who threatened someone with a machete. They say early Saturday morning, the men walked into a business there on Columbia Pike and assaulted the man, then came back later with a weapon. The victim had minor injuries, and investigators believe the suspects and the victim knew each other, and they're continuing to search for the three.
Well, developing now in Maryland, a Prince George's County firefighter is recovering from being hurt in an apartment fire last night. That fire broke out here at the Regency Park Courts in Suitland. The firefighter was taken to the hospital to be evaluated. No word yet on their condition. The fire did force 2 adults and 2 children from their home. Again, no word on what caused this fire. And in Montgomery County, an investigation still ongoing into a firefighter who flooded this baseball field. You can see here in this video that went viral. As we first reported, it happened July 17th when a baseball from a game hit a parked truck at the fire station next to Blair Local Park. In response, a firefighter used firefighting equipment to spray down that field. Well, tonight, Montgomery County Fire and Rescue saying internal affairs and the administration are both investigating. They say it'll take time and that nobody will face discipline until the investigations are complete.
DC News Now is your local election headquarters. The first debate in Virginia for the two candidates really hoping to fill the late Jerry Connolly's congressional seat. And they talked about a whole range of items from affordability to the massive federal job losses.
Yeah, early voting in the special election has already started in that 11th congressional district. DC News Now's Max Marcilla has the messages from the candidates and if they align with what voters are looking for.
Certainly concerned about the democracy.
The costs of health care and food.
Housing is an oddly specific issue that's very, very important to me.
For these Fairfax County voters, these aren't political buzzwords. They're the issues that brought them out to cast their early votes in Virginia's 11th congressional district.
Public education, reproductive rights, federal workers.
It's a district that's gone blue the last several elections, but without an incumbent after the death of Congressman Jerry Connolly. After we spoke with voters here about the issues they want their next congressman to bring to the halls of the Capitol, we spoke with the two candidates themselves, asking about some of these same issues and also what they would want to bring to Washington.
So I'm running for Congress to take on Trump. They want someone who's going to come in and actually deliver results.
We sat down with Democrat James Walkinshaw and Republican Stuart Whitson before they debated publicly on issues including immigration enforcement and Gaza. In their answers and attacks, the shadow of President Trump looms large.
He's running for Congress to be Trump's allies. All he offers are distractions.
We asked the candidates about two key issues. The first, affordability.
We have to stop the wasteful spending. We don't need to raise taxes. Well, the first thing we need to do to make life more affordable is repeal the so-called Big Beautiful Bill.
And the second, the massive federal worker cuts. Many laid-off workers live in this district.
I'm going to stand up and speak out about that and support legislation to end DOGE, to defund DOGE, and restore Congress as the decision maker for federal spending.
If there's good employees in the federal government that got pushed out of the federal government and they want to come back in, I want to find a way to bring them back in. Because I want to create new opportunities in our economy.
In Fairfax County, Max Marcella, DC News Now.